This is KRQE News 13 with Dick Niffing and Diane Anderson.
How can a New Mexico man slip out of 3 DWI charges and not face any jail time?
The prosecutors recommended it. That's how. But anti-drunk driving advocates say some prosecutors and judges are breaking the law by allowing it to happen across the state. News 13's Kim Holland explains how they're getting away with it.
Last November in Berlin, police pulled over 35-year-old James Sanchez for failing to use his turn signal. But when he approached the driver, the officer found much more. In the police officer's report, it says that he found beer in the passenger side of the car, that Sanchez admitted to having 4 drinks that day, and that he failed a field sobriety test. He blew a .11. But when Sanchez went to court, the Valencia County prosecutor handed the accused drunk driver a gift of sorts. He dismissed the DWI charge. Sanchez was allowed to plead to a minor traffic violation, careless driving. Deputy DA Ron Lopez explains prosecutors felt there may have been some legal problems with the traffic stop.
And the prosecutor made a determination that it would have been better, rather than possibly losing the DWI in a trial, to amend the criminal complaint and to plead the individual down to careless driving.
The only problem with that? It's illegal. You can't plea bargain a drunk driving charge down to a non-DWI offense.
That was an illegal plea. The DWI isn't going to show up as a conviction because the court has tried to cleverly disguise that.
By allowing Sanchez to plead to careless driving, the DA and the judge essentially made the driver's DWI charge disappear. That's important because News 13 has learned the November incident was not the first time Sanchez has been charged with DWI. It was his 3rd. And under the law, a 3rd DWI conviction means mandatory treatment, 30 days in jail, and an ignition interlock for 3 years. Instead, Sanchez got no fine, just $75 in fees, DWI school, and an evening class on the consequences of drunk driving. Berlin Magistrate Judge Danny Hawks presided over the latest Sanchez plea deal. Why did you accept this plea when it's apparently not allowed under the law?
It's allowed under the law, specifically on each individual case, if the district attorney's office feels that they cannot prosecute the case and they amend the criminal complaint, which is to include a lesser charge of careless driving.
News 13 has learned this wasn't the only drunk driving charge in which Sanchez got a free ride. Remember those 2 prior DWI arrests? In both cases, he was driving at nearly twice the legal limit, and in both cases, he was able to plead to a lesser charge, and the DWI charges were dismissed. The DA and the judge maintain they've done nothing wrong. And as for James Sanchez?
He's had primary intervention opportunity 3 times, and I suspect we'll probably see more of him if it's not stopped.
Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
The license for James Sanchez was revoked last December because of the DWI arrest.